Hi guys, it's Emily from Australian Frugal here, back with another video for you all. So I have come into some free meat, which I can talk to you about later in the video if you'd like. But it all needs to be cooked up today, so I'm going to do that. If you want to check that out, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Click the little notification bell to be notified when I post new videos, and I will show you what I'm going to do. So I have a large whole chicken that is defrosted and has a use by of today, so it's perfect. So I have butchered that up. I have a kilo of mince that I have on the stove cooking as we speak. I have 2 pork loin chops that I have sliced up, and I have 12 sausages that are in the freezer right now that I've put in the freezer for the thing, which I'll talk to you about in a minute. But I got to get out and I'm going to cook them up too, because again, all going back. All right, so I'm going to be on 9 News again for markdowns and using markdown meats and cutting your grocery budget. And for the thing tonight, they brought over a bunch of meat for props, and they weren't going to take it home, so they offered it to me. So I got a chicken, a kilo of sausages, a kilo of beef mince, a kilo of, 500 grams of pork loin chops. So I have butchered my chicken. All right, so Bubby's over there, you're gonna hear him. But for this, I had to butterfly the chicken, so I cut out the backbone, which I've got here. I have all of the bones, gristly bits, fatty bits over here, which I'm going to cook up for a quick chicken bone broth or stock. Any irregular sized bits of meat I diced up, which I'm going to use in a risotto with that stock. I got the 2 breasts, 2 large Maryland pieces, and 2 wings here. The breasts are over here with the skin on. So there'll be several meals there. I have my pork loin chops. There were just 2 of them, so I've sliced them up for a stir fry. And then over here I have my 1 kilo of mince, which is all browned up. I'm going to break this up into 2 500 gram lots, and I'm thinking I'm either going to do a kilo of mince and make it into a bolognese, just a big bolognese, and box that up in the freezer, or I'm going to split it into 2 500 gram lots and make a chili con carne and a spaghetti bolognese. I don't know, but I will get back to you on that. All right, so I've got that mince in a bowl here to deal with in a minute. And then over here, I have that fry pan with a little bit of the beef mince, beef oil fat still in it. I have a pot heating up. I'm going to quickly fry off in the little bit of oil I have left the chicken scraps, and then I'm going to add them into the pot with water, salt, garlic, and onion, and boil that for my bone broth. Alright, so see all that golden brown? That's all flavor. So I'm going to take all of these scraps that are now golden brown in my pan that I was already using, I didn't need to worry about dirtying, and put them directly into my stock pot. That just has water, and I had some garlic salt that the grinders broke on, so I've just dropped that in there, browned that for a second, added the hot water and a little bit of pepper, and there is the chicken pieces are now in there, and now I'm going to put the lid on that and let that cook down for the next couple of hours. Once that's on a rolling boil, it'll come down to a simmer, and I'm just going to keep making sure that there's enough water in it. Now, while my fry pan is still hot, it's actually turned off, I'm going to brown off those chicken off cuts that I've got over here, and they will be for my risotto. Alright, so I've browned my chicken and I diced up 2 small onions, so it's about the size of a medium brown onion, and I'm sauteing that until they're translucent. I'm going to grab out some bacon too, because that'll be really nice in the risotto, and it'll be a little bit extra fat and protein. And talking about no waste, I used the skins from the onion and threw them into my stock pot. So there's onion skins there, and they will release all of their onion flavor and nutrients into that, and just add into everything. so I've got my caramelized onion and I've added in 200-gram packet of my diced bacon, which cost me $1. I've got 2 of those tiny onions, which were 6 cents each. It was 60 cents for a bag. They were 10 in a bag, so they're 6 cents each. So far, with my free chicken bits, this has cost me $1.12. So we'll keep an eye on that price. Alright, so I've got half a sweet potato in my fridge from another meal. I've just peeled the all over. I'm going to dice this up fine, and I'm basically going to do my bacon and sweet potato baked risotto, and I'm just going to do it with chicken as well. Alright, I'm just caramelizing my sweet potato real quick to start the cooking process and to get a little bit more of that color on there, because as we know, color is flavor. And then I'm going to probably pause, turn this off, cover it, go put the baby down for his nap, and then I'll be back in about 15-20 minutes, and I will bring this back up to the heat with some butter, and then I'm going to saute my risotto rice. Okay, it's been 5 minutes and the baby's asleep, but I think my plan might have changed. I added in my Little X butter to add more fat for when I add in the risotto rice to really coat it, and then I was going to start adding in some chicken stock and, you know, cooking it and all of that. But I'm thinking, I have this rice left over from dinner last night. Now it needs to be used up today or tomorrow, and I don't cook tomorrow night, so it's not going to get used up. It won't technically be risotto because I wouldn't be cooking the rice in the chicken stock and all of the juices, but I could just add the rice in now and make kind of like a quick, cheap risotto rip-off, and that can be our lunch. And in the spirit of use it up, I think that's what I'm going to do. So that's about 800 grams, so 2 cups, what's that? Nearly 3 cups of basmati rice, and it means I don't have to open a new packet of risotto rice. So that's good, and that's what I'm going to do. Time for some cheese. I'm going to do the rest of that off camera because this is too hard, and I'm going to mix it through. Alright, so that is about a cup of cheese, and now I'm going to mix that through. The chicken stock is being absorbed, the cheese is melting, and the whole thing is thickening. Now, I was going to do a baked risotto and bake this, but I'm kind of hungry now, so I'm going to get this all mixed and combined together, taste it for salt and pepper and seasonings, and then I'm just going to eat it. Usually I would also throw in some greenery, maybe some spinach or some zucchini. Definitely I'd put zucchini in this, but I don't have that, so it is what it is. And this is just use it up meal. And remember, this is just me using up some chicken scrap meat while I'm making a stock over at the side here. And now I've used up that chicken scraps. I'm making a stock. I've used up that day-old rice in my fridge. I used up that half of a sweet potato, and it's only really taken me a cup of cheese and some bacon and 2 onions. So this has cost bugger all. It was about 15 cents for the sweet potato because it was 30 cents for the whole one when I bought it. So 15 cents for the sweet potato, 12 cents for the onions, $1 for the bacon. The rice was a leftover, so I don't know if I count that. But if I do, I pay $2 a kilo for basmati rice. And chicken was free. The chicken stock was free. Salt and pepper I'm not going to include, and garlic I'm not going to include. So yeah. And here it is. It is obviously steaming hot. I dressed it with some parsley flakes on top. And it is cheesy and fluffy, and the rice is broken down a little bit, so it even kind of has that same creamy consistency as real risotto. So that's going to be my lunch today, and I'm going to box up the rest for future meals. So I just had some, and it's really good, like ham and cheese toasted sandwiches kind of deal, but like tasty. Awesome. Don't forget, if you like this kind of content, to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you in future videos.